Track 1.4, Unit 1, page 8, Exercise 2. Listen again and complete both tasks. Task 1. Choose from the list A to H what caused each speaker to develop his, her method of memorization. Task 2. Choose from the list A to H the unexpected benefit each speaker mentions. Speaker 1.
I think I started developing my technique for memorising lists when I was around 10 years old. As the class monitor at school, I was responsible for giving out the art materials. I had to remember how many pencils and paintbrushes had been given out and collected back in. With 40 pupils in the class, it wasn't easy. Remembering lists isn't as simple as just looking at the words. I have to make a visible link between each word in the order they appear in the list. I never imagined that I'd be able to use it in my job as an events coordinator, but my skill for memorisation means I assist the host and make sure they greet all of the attendees appropriately.
Speaker 2.
When I was at school, my teacher taught us an acronym to remember the order of the planets to help us prepare for a test. Since then, I've always come up with a quirky acronym for a list of words I wanted to remember. My family and friends are bemused by how I can rattle something off, but the method helped me get through college, and it makes life as a history student much easier. I don't need to spend as long studying dates and facts now that I have a system for remembering them. This means that I have more time to train for the World Memory Championships. I want to beat my personal best of 95 words.
Speaker 3.
My family moved around a lot as I was growing up, so I didn't have many friends. I took up memorizing card tricks so I didn't get bored on my own, and I soon got hooked on challenging myself to memorize the order of the cards in the deck. Eventually, I started trying to remember as many decks as possible. The world record is 31 decks in an hour, so that's the one to beat. I've now got a large social group because of memorization. Last year, I was ill and couldn't go to the World Memory Championships. My friends live-streamed it just so I could feel involved. It was a great feeling after being so lonely when I was younger.
Speaker 4.
Throughout my teens, I was on my county's swimming team and trained every day, which was intense. I used to keep my focus while I was swimming up and down the pool by counting as high as I could. This helped me ignore the building pain and fatigue in my legs too. I realized that it could be a good way to memorize things I needed to know for school. Once I ran out of things to memorize, I started compiling long lists of numbers and silently reciting them from memory as I swam. I still go to the pool to train for the World Memory Championships. I lost 5 kilos and got so much fitter when I was preparing for the last competition.
Speaker 5.
I remember a list of information by picturing a journey around my house. I know it's difficult to understand, but I spent most of my childhood recovering from a minor brain injury after an accident, and for a time this was the only way I could remember things. As I couldn't attend regular school for a while, I had plenty of time to develop the technique, and now I have a knack for remembering all kinds of things. These days I give talks at universities about how to use this technique, and I've even released a web series about it.